Hey there, fellas. Here we have that legendary GTD 350, the helicopter engine, and we are about to fire it up. Fuel pump is on, here we go. Wait, flip the spark plug on. Turn the starter motor off. Are you sure? Yeah, I'd say... somebody got scared. Nope, stay away. We're fine, what's the matter with you?
С огнетушителями сюда аккуратней.
We turned it off too late. What makes you say that? We should have turned the injector off earlier. Why though? We flighted the thing. Good thing we weren't at it for too long. Not rotating. The shaft isn't rotating. Not turning, the engine is stifled. Weeks prior. Now, to keep the engine from over-revving, we've fitted a lot of motor to it. That's to load it up. We've also made this spline connection. It'll slip onto the reduction gear, and in between we're going to run a prop shaft. Here we have a shaft, located after all of the reduction components. And if we don't place any load onto it, we very well could over-rev it and encounter something like a runaway engine situation. It'll just keep on building revs, which is not what we want, because the engine will just tear itself apart. Here we'll have the counterpart with a uni, and the whole thing should work. So about the starter motor, you'll recall that it immediately crapped out, but we found some dudes who were able to fix it. Turns out it was even a fairly easy fix, because it was the anchor that failed. But they fixed it for us, that's all good. We tried it out and it works beautifully. We have fitted it to the engine, it is in proper working condition, fully functional. Finally, we've got some quality fuel. Aviation-grade kerosene, TS1, grade A, state standard compliant. It was produced in late 2024. This is a 30-liter canister, and we have 3 of these, for a start. And check this out, we are preparing the engine for a startup. We are inspecting all of the wiring, the fuel lines, oil galleries, to make sure that everything is in tip-top shape. Because after all, this is a pretty complex engine, which we don't have any prior experience with, and we do not want to be dealing with any failures. So we are doing some thorough checks, and once we are done with those, we'll proceed to fire this thing up. So check this out, the startup procedure is the same as before. Here we have all of the switches. First we fire up the starter motor, it gets the engine whirring. It is going to clear it out. From there we flip the fuel pump on, the spark plug, and then the injector. The injector sends in the fuel, the spark plug will be on. The mixture will be getting ignited, and we are in business. Don't forget to tell them that if the starter is on for 30 seconds, that's too fucking much. Then we should abort. 30 seconds is too much. the battery dead?
А смотрите, получается,
So here's the situation. The batteries run out of juice very quickly.
моментом.
We're looking at a severe lack of voltage. The coil was barely working, judging by the sound. Sort of falls flat on its face. I mean, it seemed to be running, didn't it? We need some quality batteries. And now we'd better allow it to cool off. And each day we fire it up a few times per day. As long as we let it cool down as not to damage it. Day 1, day 2. We ready? There it goes. Yeah, it is very much on. Come on, Vlad, purge it. What, it's not turning? Purge it using the starter. Turn the injector off. I have. It's too much load. We need to reduce it. We figured out the throttle situation, and worked out it's too much load. But how do we considerably reduce the load without fully getting rid of it? How do we do it? Day 2, 3, 4. Our assumption is that this engine that loads up the GTD is creating too much resistance. So we are disconnecting the timing mechanism so that just the crank and the pistons reciprocate, to ease some load off of the shaft. Day 4, 5. Alright, let's do this. Come on, hit it. It's running! Purge it. Purge it. You won't believe this, but 10 liters for this thing. Basically just like me blowing my nose. It just guzzles it right up. But then that's why an aviation fuel is measured in tons and not liters. We need to fit a tachometer to keep track of the revs. The important thing is it ran. I think we should continue starting it twice a day. To get this down, to do a good job starting it. And from there we can fit it to a car. Day 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So check this out, guys. We've encountered yet another setback. Of course, we need to start it once again before we fit it to a car, to make sure it's in proper working condition, but we've encountered an issue. The ignition coil has failed. It sent spark through the casing in a few spots. It might be due to vibration, certainly not because of temperature, because it was sitting in a cool spot. My guess is vibration is what caused the coil to fail, but we need to solve this issue. We are starting to take the Lexus apart to install the gas turbine engine. We'll need to remove any unnecessary parts from the engine bay and take the entire front end apart. We also need to dismantle the wiring, and that will require taking some of the interior apart. So look guys, I want to know your opinion. What do you think? Will this GTD engine fit in our Lexus? Can we get it to start in there? Let us know in the comments down below. And make sure to sub so you don't miss what's happening next. We've made some room, fitted the engine, and we have slightly moved it forward. To fit the air intake that will be sucking in the air inside the bumper. We've welded up a frame, it's in there. So for starters, we'll be fitting a long prop shaft between the engine and the differential. So look here guys, here we have the prop shaft. It is very long, and it will be routed from the engine all the way to the differential. And that is why we did all of that cutting. To simplify things. It'll be a straight connection between the engine and the wheels. After all, the engine does have its own very effective reduction gear. And now we need to run a test. Without that, we won't get this to work. This whole build was very time-consuming. A lot of work went into it. This has been far from one day in the making. And we really want the rear wheels to be propelled by this engine. The engine is in the car, and in order to get it to work, we need to check everything first. Check everything once again, as we've revamped the entire electrical system, meaning it functions totally differently than before. Safety has been our main concern all of these times we tried starting this thing. It has been consideration number one throughout this entire build, because we have been very worried that something might go wrong, and this engine will go kablamo. So look here guys, everything is ready. And so far, this is shaping out to be pretty good. The prop shaft is in place. We're running a straight connection, so the engine will be loaded up. And if the engine starts to over-rev, we will be able to keep it at bay with the brake pedal. Prevent it from getting away from us. And let's do a test start. We are not running a gearbox, but yeah, let's give this a try. It needs to be done, let's go. Fuel injector. Here we go! I'm pressing the brake pedal. So this is very eager to build revs. And I'm having to press the brake pedal pretty hard. Like, very hard indeed. But now it seems to be within standard operating parameters. The engine is happy. I am worried that the brakes might overheat. But then... Is that it? Okay then. Out of fuel, just like I thought. What do you mean out of fuel? But that was tons of fun. Everything was shaking. It loves to rev. The vibrations I felt even being next to it. I wasn't feeling anything. The air was literally vibrating. I was feeling just fine, everything was excellent. But this engine, the way it builds revs, I mean... I press the brake pedal, the revs drop. But looking at the prop shaft, I can see that, yes, they do drop. But as soon as I let go, they immediately skyrocket. Like almost right away. Which is a good thing, I'd say. Because that tells us there's potential here. So this has gone pretty well, I'd say. The engine is running on its own. It's where it wants to be. But I was told that standing next to it is sketchy. Though from where I was sitting behind the wheel, everything was just fine. I mean, what even poses a threat to you in there aside from the prop shaft sitting there at an odd angle? But we're glad the engine works, the wheels rotate, it's all good. We have throttle response. But we still have to fit some kind of transmission. The thing is that this has been a lot of work, and it is high time to finalize the build. Next episode, I hope that we're gonna be test driving this vehicle. So far, this has been going very well, thankfully. Make sure to sub so you don't miss what's coming. And that's it for this video. Catch you guys later.